Hi there, it's Sandra with Bruce City Thrift. I am maybe somewhere in the Midwest at a Goodwill, and I am going to take you shopping with me. I am excited. This is a Goodwill that I don't come to very often. It has been hit or miss. It tends to have a lot of newer items, not as much of the vintage things that I'm usually on the lookout for. But we're going to go in and see what we might be able to find and flip on eBay. So join me. Let's hit it. So I started out in the brown aisle, the wood aisle, and picked up this cute little turtle wall plaque and a little bottle. And you know, it's kind of funny when I look back at these videos when it's time for me to do my voiceover. Sometimes I really just don't know what I was thinking. Here I'm pulling out this large whale chalkware wall hanging. It's got some damage already. You can see on the flipper there, some chips. And yet that day, I think it was speaking to me. This whale was just calling me. And I did put it in my cart. It was my first item to put in my cart, but I put it back before I left. I came to my senses. I really just don't know what I was thinking with that whale. So these seem to be perhaps Nambe vases, so that's why I picked them up to look at them, but they were lightweight. They weren't anything special. I continue looking at the silver in this aisle and pick up that lovely teapot. And then I look at this out of place, I think is he a Star Wars figure? I'm not sure. And then my attention is caught by this cute ceramic teapot. It's got a little sewing machine on it. It's made to look old-fashioned, but it's relatively modern, I think. And while it's super cute, and I really do like the design, I like the fact that it has a sewing machine on it. I like it enough to put it in my cart, but that's another item that I believe I put back before I leave the store. The shelves are super loaded here today, and while I'm having a lot of fun digging for treasures, sometimes shelves like this are the most fun of all. I'm also worried about breaking things when it gets this packed in tight. Here in the flower aisle with vases and artificial flowers, I am scanning the shelves. I do notice this little succulent planter. I pick up this piece of what I thought might be recycled glass. I did like the color. I looked at it just briefly before putting it back. And then this Capodimonte looking style vase, obviously chipped. And then I see this vase, which it's modern, it's Temptations, but it's a 3D tulip vase. I just like the design on it. I love the colors. And I'm looking for some summery, springy, floral vases for myself. So I pop it in my cart, mostly for myself. You can see I've picked up a couple candles along the way as well. Here I am in the tchotchkes aisle, and as you've probably seen me do before, I kind of have to touch everything when I'm looking at little figurines. Picking up that glass unicorn with the bullicante. Actually, that might have been a good get, but I was distracted by this lovely Capiz shell angel. I have a fondness for Capiz shell, and in this case, I was looking this one over. I did put it in my cart. I don't think I ended up taking it. I do have another capiche shell tree topper that I think is a nicer quality, so I didn't really need two of them. And I continue looking on. I find this beautiful box of whimsical Pier 1 imports glass, wine glass rings. And I think those would be really cute for the holidays, so I put those in my cart. They were only 99 cents, so how could I lose? Then I saw these fans. I don't know that I'm giving you a very good view of them, but they look like they could be made in China. They're decorative. And again, this is one of those times where I'm like, I'm not really sure why. I don't usually go for something like this, but this matching pair of, well, I don't know if they're matching, they just look like they went together. This pair of fans caught my attention. I put them on my cart for a moment. Again, I think I put those back. So this figurine shelf is very crowded, but this little snowman ornament, this little s'mores ornament made by Midwest Treasures, really caught my eye. Just thought it was super cute. Might want to give it to someone as a gift. It still had its tags on it, so I popped that in my cart. And then I picked up this brass train engine. It was heavy. It was it $2.99, I think? And it just looked like it could be vintage. And I put it in my cart. But when I looked it up later for sold comparables, I was not as excited about the sold prices. And I did put it back on the shelf as well. I'm not sure what that was. Some kind of salt shaker looking angel, wooden angel. Always have to look at the unicorns. That was a nice quality one, but it looked quite new, so I did not pick it up. There's dreamsicles, there's, oh, back here I pick up this odd looking metal grasshopper or cricket playing the cymbals and the drums, and I don't think I just explore that, but I don't end up taking it. So I was really excited to find this ceramic jug that had a nice graphic on it. It was Irish whiskey. That word in Gaelic on the front is Ishkabacha, which means water of life. So I am looking it over. It's in good condition. I decide I want to pop it in my cart. But later, again, when I look it up, there's a lot of them on eBay and they aren't selling so well. I had neglected to film when I found these Walt Disney collector plates, different little store shops featuring the different Disney characters, and I had picked those up. I don't usually go for Disney things, but Disney things do sell pretty well, and when I saw this full set, I decided to take a look at it and check out its price, and it does turn out to be quite collectible, so I did pick that up. And here I am in the blue aisle. I see this vase. I really like the glaze on it, but it is quite modern. A lot of the items in this store are rather modern. I spot this pottery mug. It is sort of a matte glaze with lots of blues and greens, and normally I would snatch something like that right up. Today I'm distracted instead by this crystal paperweight that says happy anniversary when I pull it out, and I do end up leaving that cup on the shelf. This is a Country Farmhouse rooster hanger, pretty new. I noticed this interesting looking clock, metal clock. It looks like it's capiche shell there, which made me take another look, but it's not something that I wanted to take with me today. We're in the green aisle and I'm looking at the green glass. I like the shape of that vase. It's rather lightweight. There's a pretty ceramic hand-painted candlestick back there. I do like those pottery vases in the front, but I have so many of them I pass those by. But I do see this yellow speckled glass, hand-blown. Yellow has been my summer color this year, so I picked that up and put that in my cart. There's a teapot here that looks like it could have some age. And then I noticed this little glass soap dish. It is possibly recycled glass, and I do like the color, so I put that in my cart as well. I see this ceramic, what is it, tureen kind of thing. It's gorgeous. I don't know why I don't take it. I think it was just too freaking heavy. In the red aisle, I see some hand-painted vases, but quickly pick up this, what looks to be hand-painted bohemian glass. It's lightweight though, and again, I'm still learning glass, and this is really honestly not my jam anyway. I'm just not really fond of the ornate look and the colors, but I decided to put it in my cart and look it up later. I spot this ceramic heart-shaped Be Mine Valentine candy trinket dish. I have two others in different colors. I will put them together for Valentine's Day next year. I have a friend who collects pink depression glass, and I do like the optical look on this bowl and the handles. The design is nice. I think I might feel a little bit of a chippy there on the edge, but it is a pretty bowl and a nice design, and I put that in my cart as well. In the clear glass aisle, I first spot this pretty cut glass with a flashed, it looks like a flashed cranberry top on it, a creamer. And then I am attracted to this dish because it looks like recycled glass to me. I do like recycled glass, and I look for San Miguel brand recycled glass, and of course Fire and Ice. And by the way, I have picked up one piece of Fire and Ice and I have been hoarding it, but that one seemed to be pretty contemporary, so I moved on. I love pottery, and so you see me touching some pottery, and this little pottery creamer is adorable. I don't know why I didn't take it. Look at those bears. Those are so cute. I don't think it was chipped. I'm feeling for a chip there. I don't remember it being chipped, but I'm distracted. There's so much going on. I see this Japanese majolica vintage, probably 1930s or 40s creamer, and I have a plate with that pattern that I like very much. And so on to the next thing. Squirrel, right? Squirrel, leopard. And then I am moving on down the shelves. I like the color on this piece of glass. It is quite lightweight, even though it's got that very interesting shape. So I leave it because it doesn't seem to have the quality of glass that I am looking for. And I spot another little pottery piece. This looks like it is like a juicer of some kind is my guess. I'm not sure. Maybe it's a ring holder. It's got that unusual spire in the middle, and I wasn't sure what to do with it, so I left it. Here you can see a hand-painted Japanese triple, oh no, it's a quadruple bowl, divided bowl with hand-painted flowers. It's really pretty. It's got a braided handle. And here is the motherlode of Japanese majolica. It's Hata Yushoten is, I believe, the maker. I see a teapot and 3 canisters. I'm still moving on quickly because there's so much to look at over here, but I am going to go back and pick those up. So there's lots of colored glass to look at. That's a beautiful cobalt bottle, some cobalt canisters, and then I spy this rooster, hand painted, probably Mexican canister. Maybe not Mexican actually, but the truth was it was so heavy I could barely lift it with one hand. And I guess today was not the day for heavy items for me because I chose to leave it behind. I'm actually a bit of a nerd, and this is a cool Millennium Falcon sign. It's contemporary, but wow, look at the graphics on that. That's metal. It's cool. It went in my cart. Quite picky about the sci-fi items I pick up, but that was for me that was a real score. I continue to look a little bit at the artwork. I noticed this butterfly picture. I love the graphic there, but it's relatively cheaply made, so I pass on that. And then I see this cool sign. Okay, so I think I did pretty well there today, surprisingly, because honestly, I usually don't find very much here. I kind of loaded my cart, as you saw, but I did a little bit of winnowing at the end to make sure it was really something I wanted to deal with, and I thought that it was, you know, a real good bet for resale. So I did put back at the end the Irish jug. I looked it up. It looks so great, but you know, it was almost too good to be true. You know, something with that interesting of a graphic, made to look old, wasn't really very valuable. It was too modern, so I put that back. And the pink depression glass, I had some doubts about it to begin with. I wasn't sure if it was really that old, and I was going to buy it for a friend of mine that does collect pink depression glass, and I just at the end just decided to leave it behind. And then, oh, and also that brass train engine. I looked that up, and you know, if you can find a really ornate brass train engine or copper
covered brass train engine, then you might have you might have something that might be, you know, worth something. But so those went back. I did keep the Japanese textured majolica canisters and the accompanying pitcher. I think I've got another plate like that with that same pattern for sale. It is vintage. I like it that it's majolica. I like the texture on it, and I've never seen the canisters. So 3 matching canisters, I'm figuring I can do something with that. And I kept that yellow art glass. Yellow is my summer color. See? So I'm kind of gonna, yeah, I just liked it. It's pretty. And what else? Oh, I guess other than that, there was nothing that thrilling that I picked up. I am happy to have found that Star Wars Millennium Falcon sign, but that again is for my good friend Mark, who is a Star Wars fanatic like myself, so that's not going to go on eBay. So all in all, it was not a bad trip. It wasn't you know, no major really exciting find, but that's pretty much what I expect when I come here. But once in a while, I did find fire and light here before, so once in a while you really find a treasure. So so not too bad. Anyway, thrift on, brothers and sisters. I will see you next time. Bye bye.